I want to talk about data bus and how I diagnose data bus problems in a simple way. Just remember that all your computers, as you can see, instrument cluster, restraint, analog brake, PCM, you can see I have all these X'd out, is because this F-150 did not have these in its system, so I don't worry about those data lines. Our PCM is here, our transmission 6-speed is here, and we only have 2 wires that we got to check. Sometimes we have to do resistance, but I only like to do resistance if I'm checking a line. So if I'm going to check pin 6 and then I'm going to go to the PCM or instrument cluster, depending on which one, and then I'm just going to check for ohms there. It should be 0 ohms. If it's open, then you know you got a broken wire. I have my back probe set to the high-speed bus, 14 and 6 on this one. This is an F-150, like I said. You can look down here where you see this yellow and you see my arrow here. See this ground interference? It should be ground. You can see here it's grounded, but here we had a whole bunch of ground interference. This is usually of a sign of a computer not communicating right or interrupting the signal. The left side over here is a good signal. And then this is what it should look like. Try not to read too much into this. You'll never get to know what computer is talking because of the speed. And there's so many things going on to this data line. But you can look to see if you have any kind of interruptions in it. So first thing you have to do is start disconnecting. When you have this signal here, start disconnecting your modules. So maybe start off with your PCM. It's pretty easy to get to. If you still have this signal, that's not your issue. Then maybe go to the transmission module, disconnect it, and see if it changes. If it doesn't change, plug it back in and keep on working down. ABS module, unplug it, see if you have a change. If you're using your scanner, you can see if it has data if you don't have a scope. You know, as soon as you start getting data or information, then you know that's the problem it is. That's the computer that's bad. Instrument cluster on this one, when I unplugged the instrument cluster, it went to here, and then also the PCM started communicating. So I knew that the PCM or the instrument cluster was bad, and then we just got to change the cluster and then program it and then program the keys, and it should be working. So just keep in mind, you're only looking at 2 wires. Try not to read too much into the system. Remember that keep it simple, and then you can figure out each issue anytime, even when it comes to any kind of drivability. You know, if I look at a misfire, I'm looking at 1 cylinder, 1 spark plug, 1 wire, 1 coil, 1 injector, and fuel. Keep it that way, and then focus on those parts, and then see if you see any of those parts bad. So I have a short video for you, and then just start learning how to read schematics, really, and it makes the job that much easier. And here's the short video on how I figured out this cluster being bad. So you can see I have my back probes going to the white and blue, which is my high-speed data bus. This is a known bad CAN bus. You can see where the voltage is getting sporadic on the bottom. On the next one is a good CAN bus. So this is a good CAN bus. You can see where the ground is nice and even, and then your data bus is going up. This is what a good CAN bus. So if you want to pause it to look at it, go ahead and pause. This is between a good and a bad, so I just kind of zoomed in or out of the pattern. You can see on the left you have good communication, and then when it's not communicating, you can see the big difference on when it's not communicating. So here's a short video on a live
It's out. I
Yeah.
can see
You see the difference in it?
Yeah.
I mean, unplug it.
It's out.
Now it's working. Just get this quicker. All right. Plug it back in. There. See it?
Yeah, I see it.
Look at it all distorted and how it doesn't. And then we lost our communication. Unplug it.
It's out.
Now it's working. Nope. Wait. Yeah. There it is. Now it's good. See how it just kind of straightened out? Working.
It's working.
So this is the schematic for this Ford. A lot of the reasons I don't use a year, make, and model in my videos is because I'm just trying to teach you guys how to use voltage to diagnose the cars more than a year, make, and model. Voltage is all the same throughout. So hopefully this will help you guys down the road. I want to thank you for watching this YouTube. Please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell for notification. Thanks.